What's up, everybody? Saturday morning. We are going to do a nice simple tutorial today. We are working on the CRF110 2020 and we're just going to do a simple oil change. So this is the first oil change after like the first 5 initial hours. You just want to do that, get everything out, take a look at everything, make sure there's no engine shavings in the oil, get it a fresh set of oil, and get yourself on your way, ready to ride. So we will do this step by step. Should be simple, and we'll go from there. All right, y'all, stay tuned. All right, everybody, we got our 2020 CRF110 here. We kind of got everything set up already, just so you can kind of see the best way to do it. So first of all, if you can see, we have a cardboard box underneath the bike, and then we have the oil drain pan there as well. Just want to do that so you're not spilling any oil on the ground, because obviously it will stain. Real quick, I'd like to get you some latex gloves just to throw on while you're doing this, keep your hands clean. So as you can see, we have everything set up here. Really the only thing you're going to need to take the oil drain bolt off is going to be a 17 millimeter wrench or socket. So I don't have I recommend a wrench, but I don't have one right now, so we're just going to use a socket. If you do use a socket, be super careful. So this is what I'm using. You guys can see, 17 millimeter. So just be careful. You don't want to strip the drain bolt, obviously. So what we're going to be taking off right here is going to be this drain bolt right here. So you can see it's got the washer on it. Just be careful when you take it off. Don't let the washer fall off and lose that, because then you'll be in trouble. So we're going to take that off, and we'll get started and show you how to do it. All right, y'all, we got our setup here. First thing you want to do is just go ahead and break that bolt loose. Just try to do it nice and easy. It shouldn't take a whole lot of pressure. I've already got it broken loose, so we'll just show you guys what happens next. So once you break it loose, just loosen it finger by your fingers. That way you don't have to worry about dealing with the socket or the wrench. You're gonna pull it. So as you guys can see here, this oil is still pretty fresh. It's really not black, but you just want to go ahead and do it just to get a new set of oil in there, get it fresh. Look for any kind of engine shavings that might come out, any silver specks. A lot of that is pretty new on new bikes, just breaking the engine in. But right now, from what I can tell, I'm not seeing anything. You're just going to let that drain all the way until it's done dripping. And once it's done dripping, go ahead and put the drain bolt back in, finger tighten it, and then tighten it up with your socket or your wrench. All right, y'all, we're at the last step here. Probably the easiest step. So once you tighten the drain bolt down, you're going to want to grab a funnel of some sort, and also this is going to be where you fill the oil. So it's like a little rubberish, not rubber, but plastic piece. If you can see it on the top here, it's kind of hard to tell, but there's a little line in it. It's hard to get it with your fingers, so you have to get a screwdriver flathead, just kind of help it get the tension off first, get it loose, and then you can untighten it with your fingers. So what we're gonna do is just go ahead and twist this all the way off, this cap. It'll come out, so it actually has a dipstick on it that you can check the oil level with, which is good. So that is going to be where we put our funnel. And put your funnel right in there. I would say just move the Kickstarter out of the way. That way it's not giving you problems with your funnel. Want your funnel nice and flat. And then we're going to grab us some 10W40 oil. So this is actually Yamalube. I had a YZ 250 for a while, 4-stroke 2015. Just some leftover oil. So these 110s and like 50s, As long as it's synthetic oil, everything's pretty much the same. People have their own opinions, but as long as it's 10W40 and it's synthetic, it's all good to go with. Maxima is a pretty good brand to use if you have it around. I just don't have any right now because they're endorsed by all manufacturers. So I would try to stick with that or the OEM oil for your make. But we're just gonna go ahead and pour this guy in. It takes 1.1 quarts on just a normal oil change. On a rebuild engine or with the filter, it's a little bit more, but I just recommend looking up the specs for that. But a normal oil change is 1.1 quarts, and just kind of let this kind of drip here, and then we're pretty much done. Just got to screw that oil cap back on there that has a dipstick, and be ready to go. Kind of make sure this guy doesn't drip everywhere. Set it down here. We're just gonna wipe any of the oil off. I don't think I got any, but better be safe than sorry. Grab your dipstick, cap. Just screw that bad boy back on. Make sure you get it threaded in properly. Obviously, you don't want to mess up anything there or strip the threads. Kind of hand tighten it right. Get it on there as tight as possible, and now you're ready to rip. All right, everybody, that is our oil change on our 2020 CRF110. So that's pretty much going to be universal across the board. I just had a 16 CRF110, and it was the same process. So if you have anything, really any 110 that's a CRF, that's pretty much the routine maintenance on an oil change. Once you get that cap back on, you're ready to ride. Just kind of let the oil warm up a little bit your next time riding it. That way it cycles through the engine and the gears and things like that. But yeah, ready to ride. Let me know what you guys think, if this helps out. If not, if you have any comments, leave them in the comment section. And if you like this video, be sure to like and subscribe on YouTube. Appreciate it, y'all. Thanks.